6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings. I was on mute, sorry. All right, I was on mute. Tarot NT, welcome. Erica Marie, thank you for your donation. We got Tarot NT, Erica Marie, DC. It all rhymes. Everybody in chat rhymes. Oh, wait, Gabby. No, I'm kidding. Gabby, welcome to the stream as well. Lisa, what is going on? Good to see you. All right. Let's start it off tonight with a little Erica Marie. Renee, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate that. All right. What is going on in my chat scanner? My chat scanner appears to be completely broke tonight. Let's find out what's going on. Find out what's going on here. Okay, hopefully YouTube didn't just trash my chat scanner. Hopefully YouTube did not trash my chat scanner. Let's find out if they did. What the world's going on right now? Okay. Let me go over here and copy that. I did copy that. Okay, now I'm pasting it over here. I know how to copy paste, I swear. Okay, let me just stop the whole thing, restart it from the beginning, and paste it in there, and then start scanning. Now it works. Perfect. Renee, thank you for your other donation. Okay. Any big money headed our way? Let's find out what's going on with the big money tonight by going to the Tarot Tower and seeing what the world? I'm having everything is electronically challenged tonight. It is the electronic challenged evening for some random reason. It seems to be that way. Okay, we're going to start off with the old reliable, always sort of here in the corner. A Modern Witch Tarot. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. We had technical difficulties for a moment there. I'm not really sure what's going on. And Claire, welcome. What's going on? All right, let's see. Is there any big money, fat cash, headed our general direction? That would be fantastic. If we could get some good cash in here, get some money. All right, let's see. Let's put that back up there. Well, at least the physical objects are working because I can put the book back up there. So that's good news. I like that. And where's my money? There it is. There's the money, the fat money, the big money coming in. Is there any headed our general direction? Five of Cups, Emperor, Seven of Wands. Ooh, a little Seven of Wands at the end there with the skirt. Five of Cups. It does look like, I guess, the big money is sort of, at a point where it looks challenged. It kind of does with the big cash. The Five of Cups looks like the Lord of sort of sorrow. We're not getting some of the money. I think some of the money that should be coming in really isn't. It's almost like we have a stall in the flow of cash as we're sort of moving into, the end of December, the end of the year kind of thing. Cora, thank you for your donation. And it just feels like there's some challenges sort of getting the money together or getting it sort of flowing in the direction that it really kind of needs to be at, right? And the Emperor as well. This is you're getting more of a control over where the money comes from. We're getting more of a command over where the money should come from, what is the status, where are we going with it, what are we doing, and things like that. It feels like the Emperor has a lot of good things here. So more of a level of control for the money, but less of just a big cash ola, less of just the cash flow being just solid. It looks, kind of iffy, but the Emperor says we have at least more control about how we can get it or what we can do to get, what kind of projects, what kind of ideas that we can sort of manifest and harvest in order to get this done. Andrew, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Page of Wands says be cautious though. This is a time wasting opportunity. I hate to say that, but this is something where we can waste a lot of time and not get the cash flow that we really kind of need, not get the pronounced cash or just the big cash that we kind of need sometimes. It looks challenged as far as the Page of Wands goes, right? It just looks like something that, maybe this is something, okay, this looks like something maybe is sort of challenged with that. You don't want to waste any time, basically. That's the key point here. Don't waste any more time. If you see something that looks like a time waster, it's definitely going to be a time waster. But overall, that's just... that's just difficult to choose wisely what we're going to focus on. Seven of Wands. Don't be defensive to every idea that you have. Some ideas are going to be fantastic, but some ideas not so much, right? You definitely have a challenge there. Yeah, so the Seven of Wands says, don't be defensive against every idea that you got. You know, that's the way it goes. Some of the ideas I think are going to be a little bit more innovative, a little bit more risque and whatnot. But hey, well, not literally risque, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Can I call afterwards? Okay. Let's see. All right. Anyway. So we're going to get going with that. All right, next in line. Next up on the thing, HK, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, Renee, how will my date with AD go tonight? Wait, you already went on a first date with AD, right? Am I correct? Let me know. I think you already went on a first date with AD. I think we had, maybe, I know you had some readings about AD, so I don't know if that's something you already had a first date. Is this a first date, like second date? Like, what's going on? Fill us in. What kind of good stuff do we got going on with AD? Let's use a superlinaris for a super date that could be indeed fun and entertaining and, you know, sort of cool stuff in there. Anyway, hopefully, is AD cute? That's the important part. We need to make sure that AD is cute, because if not, why go on the date in the first place? But you got good choice, so I'm sure that AD is mighty cute. Well, let's find about AD. Oh my, that looks kind of bad. And oh my, well, you know, this looks a little, okay, this does look a little challenged as far as the days go. We're getting a little bit of a challenging set of cards as we're sort of sneaking in here. We got the 10 of Swords. Maybe the date is canceled, or maybe the date doesn't go as planned. It seems there's some unexpected things kind of in the background here with the date. The 10 of Swords usually doesn't come up with stuff like this. I mean, you're asking about a date or something. It's usually like you don't get the 10 of Swords. You get the 2 of Cups or the Lovers or something like that. This is something you got to kind of figure out where to go with it, right? Definitely where to go with it. The Page of Swords, says kind of, you know, with this, it almost looks like there's not a lot of good communication. The communication is kind of shallow. There's also not a lot of emotional bonding that's sort of taking place here, but it looks kind of challenged, I gotta say. I mean, every reading can't be perfect. Renee, you've had a spree of great readings, but this looks kind of challenged for this date. It just looks kind of like a little bit of an emotional connection, not on the same page. We got a little bit of a connection problem as far as communication and things like that. You know, maybe you make a joke and they have no idea what you're talking about. Have you ever had one of those moments? You make a joke and they're like, what? And you're like, oh my God, you didn't even, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One of those times when you get with somebody and you're like, this person either just doesn't understand what I'm saying, or there's a Mercury retrograde. Now, there is a Venus retrograde, apparently. Christina said there's a Venus retrograde. That could be interesting indeed. I'm not going to say don't go out on any dates during Venus retrograde, but expect some weird stuff. Expect some weird stuff during the Venus retrograde. I'm experiencing it myself. I'm experiencing the Venus retrograde hardcore. I'm just saying, it's pushing my anxiety up hardcore. I'm getting a little bit of the Venus retrograde feeling over here. It's one of those. You got to kind of get in that mode. Anyway, all right. I kind of got screwed tonight. All right, let's see what's else going on. What else is going on? I guess we'll do something tomorrow. Let's see, Cora. What is going on? Tell me more about the call and a text you said I am waiting on. Okay, well, let's find out. The call and text you said I'm waiting on. All right. Well, I do 1,000 readings a month. So I'm not really sure about what particular call and text. I'm usually good about this stuff. All right, we're going to go. Buddy Israel, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going to go back in history. We keep a log of all donations, and we're going to search for Cora. Let's search for Cora. Search for Cora in there and find out. Cora Holmes, you had a question on 1130. And let's see, you had, is Rob testing me on 12/3? Will Rob be married to us? How can you tell boyfriend going next? What's coming in the near future? I guess the 12/13 read. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, it looks like the 12/13 read where you said, what's coming in the future? And I said, I believe, yeah, it was the other night, 12/13. Yeah, I keep a log of all readings. So there you go. Anyway, so I looked it up real quick, and so I guess Rob didn't work out. Did Rob didn't work out, or what's going on with Rob? Give us an update on Rob. Yeah, Venus retrograde. I'm feeling the full effects of Venus retrograde. I had to order. Okay, I started on a medication to get through the Venus retrograde. I'm like not even kidding. So, I mean, in case I'm a little bit medicated, that means because I am medicated indeed. To get through the Venus retrograde, I had to get something. My friends, and I got 2 books coming tomorrow, and I got another medication coming tomorrow. So, I mean, the Venus retrogrades hit me pretty hard over here. Paula, welcome. Good to see you. Tess, what is going on, Tess? It's great to see you as well. All right. He left mad at me and have not heard from him. What about Rob? That's so weird. That is so weird. What was your questions were all about? You had some good questions, though. Anyway, all right. You said, what is coming? And I said, okay, contact. All right. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups, and 9 of Cups. It seems something sort of declining kind of feel, right? We have a 10 of Cups into the 9 of Cups. It feels like something's kind of declining, kind of sort of diminishing as it goes and all that other stuff. You do have a 10-9 combo here, which does sort of indicate that this is something new. This is something restarting. It's almost like, okay, I'm not going to say it's an X. I'm not going to say it is an X, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to say it's an X, but I'm going to say it's somebody else that you have encountered. Could be an X. Tess, thank you for your donation. It could indeed be an X. It could be a lot of sort of possibilities coming through here with this. I mean, Norton has a pop-up every 5 minutes. Like, screw you, Norton. A pop-up every 5 minutes from Norton Antivirus. All right, anyway. But yeah, this is something that is not new. It is sort of a rehashed item, right? The 3 of Pentacles is like we worked on this, but we didn't quite make as much progress as we should have, or as we could have. This is something that was, sort of in the way, or there was maybe the logistics didn't work out, or there's something going on with that. Nine of Wands is Wounded Warrior. You came out of there kind of rough, right? It was a sort of a rough removal, or rough coming out of that particular situation. You do have a 10 of Cups into a 9 of Cups. It says that we're going to get another shot. It's basically the rating. We're going to get another shot at something that didn't work. Maybe the logistics were bad. Maybe just the feelings were bad. Maybe this person just didn't succeed. Maybe they were an X. Maybe it was sort of a random encounter that you sort of like, ooh, I really like that random encounter. But basically, we get a second shot at something indeed. And I kind of like that. I think there's a lot of stuff going on with there. That is cool. It's always good to get a second shot, right? Something that you were thinking about, you were excited about, and then all of a sudden it was just like, well, this is having sort of an issue, I guess. Anyway, all right. Oh, let's see. Oh man, James want me romantically. Let's find out if James has a little bit of an opportunity romantically for you. We're going to go with this deck right here. This is the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. If you don't know, where have you been? Where have you been? Elemental Wisdom Tarot is one of the mainstays of the channel. I'm just saying now, one of the mainstays up in here is a little bit of the elemental wisdom, because you need some elements and you need some wisdom, and you could always use some elemental wisdom as well. So I don't know. Yeah, Venus retrograde. Like, why can't you commit to anything? I don't know. I guess it's a no. I guess we'll see is a no. I'm assuming we'll see is a no, just a straight out no. I don't know. I don't know why. Just like a yes or no. Anyway, all right. Does James want me? Because then you're like trying to see, like, okay, do I need to make plans? Do I not need to make plans? We'll see. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I prefer a yes or a no. Anyway, does James want me romantically? A 6 of Cups, Strength, 4 of Swords. Bottom line, very clear, not now. Okay, bottom line, very clear, is feels like just not at this opportunity, not now. The Six of Cups is sort of a friendship family connection, right? It feels like there is a connection here. We know this because you have strength right next to it. You sort of have this connection that is something special, that is something cool, that is something kind of nice, something that we can go into and just sort of enjoy, right? We can go in and we can enjoy, because I think James has a lot of good things going. We have a lot of fun things. We have a lot of entertainment. It feels like that James has a lot of bringing a lot of good stuff into the matter, and we're kind of excited about that. We kind of like that overall. The Four of Swords is just a delay card, though. Linda, welcome to the stream. Four of Swords is just a delay card. Cora, thank you for your other donation. It just feels like things are just not ready right now, right? Things are just not ready right now. It feels like a we'll see response or something. Things are just not ready right now. And you kind of write it off. It just looks like something that could be a little bit later. You're going to have to put up with it for now. A little bit later looks a little bit like the way it is going to go indeed. So yeah. Claire, I agree with you. Shuffling a bit sticky to shuffle. Until this deck finished. Claire, which deck are you talking about? I think you missed my second question. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Weekend reading. Yeah, weekend reading. All right. Let's see. The weekend reading indeed. We can keep using the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. Everybody does enjoy this deck. This is a fantastic deck. I'm just saying, if you got a lot of people are thinking like this is too expensive because it's $60. I got bad news for you. Go on Kickstarter. Every deck is $60. Like, go on Kickstarter. Every single deck is $60. So this is a beautiful quality deck for $60, because I've gotten some of these Kickstarters and they are not worth the $60 that I paid. You know what I'm saying? They are not worth the $60 that I paid. This one though, worth every cent, worth every single cent in here. This one is amazing and fantastic. All right. We're going to see weekend read, Page of Swords. Okay. Renee, Venus retrograde, I think, is really hitting you this weekend. Bottom line, let me just tell you right now, if it isn't with AD, it is just overall. The Venus retrograde is really going to affect you this weekend. Page of Swords, something just ain't working over the weekend. I would be kind of cautious what I commit to. Quite frankly, I would be kind of cautious what I commit to. I would be kind of concerned about anything that I just dedicate myself to. This is something that's sort of iffy. It feels kind of iffy as far as getting what we need, getting the communication out there, getting a lot of stuff done. The sun says this is the time to get outside, either get outside or get some adventure or get some fun, right? Don't let the weekend pass without getting some fun. That could be a lot of different things. It could be indeed traveling. It could be moving somewhere, maybe taking a quick trip, visit one of those museums that you've been thinking about that you just ain't got time for. Hit one of the, go bowling, go golfing, the Top Golf where you can do golfing for fun. And it has like electronics and you hit the ball. It's something like that, right? Six of Swords, go on an adventure, because this is the time to sort of get out and do things this weekend. I would not stay indoors, especially with the Page of Swords sort of lurking around there. I don't think that's going to do you any good at all. I don't think that's going to do you any good at all. So get out there and have a ton of fun. Anyway, what do women find attractive about Buddy Israel? Let's find out. If I'm going to find out some attractive things about Buddy Israel, I'm going to go straight for the Gregory Scott Tarot. Gregory Scott Tarot is making the grade tonight. This is going to be exactly what you want to see, right? This is going to be exactly what you want to see. All right, Buddy Israel. What do they find attractive about you? Well, you're a tarot oracle show viewer, first off. I mean, all right, come on. All of the women in chat, admit it. Anybody that, I'm just saying, anybody that comes in and views the Tarot Oracle show is highly attractive. Everybody here, because I see all of your gifts. And all of you are stunning. All of you are beautiful, is what I'm saying. So, I mean, I don't think there's ever been anybody coming to the TO show that is not attractive. I'm going out on a limb here. I'm just telling you that now. So, first off, there you go. Yeah. Anyway, the Two of Swords. I think that you have an independence about you. The Two of Swords. Emily, thank you for your donation. You have an independence about you. You have something about you that just says independent. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going, and I don't hesitate with it, right? Because you just don't waste a lot of time with this stuff. You're not going to be swayed for an opinion that you don't agree with. You have your own thoughts, your own feelings, and you're not just going to be manipulated by anything that comes around. A lot of people are. I'm just saying, in the league of social media, a lot of people are indeed. Two of Swords says, I am independent from that. Seven of Pentacles. I think you have the things going in your life that you need, right? A lot of people don't find attractive people that are just going to be, they're just going to lay in bed all day or something like that. I think you have goals, you have aspirations, you have big things going. You've made investments, literally investments into the future. You focused on what is important and you are set. You have your goals laid out. You have your things going. You are chasing the things that you need to chase. You're not sitting around. Seven of Pentacles is digging, is planting, is getting it done. And you do that. Strength, you have an ability to just make people comfortable, right? When you talk to them, when you sort of communicate, when you sort of around people, people like you. People want to be around Buddy Israel because Strength card is all about that connection with the lion, with that Leo feel. And I think you have a big presentational aspect to you that people like. People know when you are in the room. And the Five of Swords, right? You do have a little bit of a you're not really defeated for long. You don't stay down for long. In other words, Five of Swords, a Lord of defeat. You don't stay down for long. If something bumps up against you, if something blocks what you're doing, you're able to process through that. You're able to keep going. You don't stop, right? You don't stop. You have a speed bump in the road. You go over the speed bump and you keep driving. You don't go, oh my God, a speed bump. You just don't do that. You're not really defeated. Anyway, all right. And that is your reading. Let me know. What should I do about H? Well, if H doesn't work out, there's always I and then J. So I'm just saying there are other options here. If you're excited about other options, I'm excited about other options. Let's go with a little bit of a waterfall tarot and see what kind of things that H is going to bring to the table. What kind of things is H going to bring to the table? Because you never kind of know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you're like, oh, I don't know about this or that. And you got to kind of make a quick decision with this. This is something you've been thinking about. This is something you have not been thinking of. You've been thinking about. And this is something that you have a couple of different options. I can see immediately. Okay. Immediately what comes across from this read is you have a couple of different options. You have some different things you could be doing here. Let's focus on what is going to be important and where you're going to be with this. First off, the Three of Swords. It feels like that this is going to end up in a heartbreak. This is going to end up in a Venus retrograde for you. Literally a Venus retrograde straight up the keister, I guess. It feels like that Nine of Pentacles. We have a lot of things that are sort of blossoming, a lot of things out there that have some potential, that have some good stuff, that is kind of exciting. With that, Three of Pentacles, we put too much work in it. Tess, you put too much work into this. I can tell you that now. Three of Pentacles next to the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like you put too much effort. Maybe it's too much thought. Maybe it's too much sort of this reconciliation feel, or we're trying to get this, we're trying to get that. It feels a lot like you put too much effort into it. And you end up with a Venus retrograde indeed. You end up with something weird. You end up with just like, I don't really know what to do next. You know what I mean? Basically, you stop doing anything. This is the Chariot reversed. You've stopped doing anything about it. You're at that point where you're like, all right, you got a little Four of Swords action. You know what I mean? Where you're like, let me stop. And because this functions like a Four of Swords upright, the Chariot reverse. I'm just stalling. I'm just waiting. I don't really know what to do. In Tess, there's no guaranteed pathway that's going to get you where you want to go here. It's what I'm really being seen, right? What I'm really being seen. There's no guaranteed path to get you from point A to point B being your ideal situation. There's a lot of navigation to do. Overall, it just feels like there's some disappointment here. You're disappointed at maybe what H is doing or where H is going to go or what H has in the future. We put maybe too much work into it. Overall, I say, just dodge the Venus retrograde for now. Dodge the heartbreak for now and see what you can do to get out of that. Because I don't think that's going to do any good. I really don't. And make sure that what the steps that are involved here are going to get you into a better place than you are today. Because there are so many steps that happen with this to where, you know what I'm saying? You just don't get where you need to be. Anyway, all right. So then we got Cora coming up. Cora, what is happening for me in the next week? Let's find out, Cora. What's going on the next week? We can use a little. Oh, it's been a minute. It has been, my friends, it has been a minute. I mean, come on. When's the last time you have seen me flop down the Dark Mansion Tarot? It has been a hot minute. It's what I'm saying, since we have put this down on the table. So we need to get this, throw it down, see what kind of adventures we can get into with the Dark Mansion, because the Dark Mansion really makes the grade, doesn't it? It makes the grade. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Not sure what to do at this point about some stuff. Anyway. Okay, what is happening for me next week? Hanged Man. So many voices, so many different illuminations that you can have from this particular card. Hanged Man is literally all about the illumination, or sort of getting Hanged Man is about getting the enlightenment mode. And I think that we're on the path to something similar to that. And now there are some detractors from that. It's almost like somebody in your life or something in your life is detracting from getting you where you want to be. Does that make sense? Sort of getting you where you want to be. The Hanged Man said we're headed for enlightenment. Basically, Cora, I think some of the stuff that you've been doing, maybe spiritually, some of the stuff that you've been chasing, reading, watching, trying to pursue is sort of at an end game or at an end point where you're actually going to get a lot of some good stuff from here, right? But it just feels like you have some detractors. Maybe it's somebody in your life that's like, hey, we can't get this done. Hey, we can't do this, or something like that. I would say avoid the detractors and go for that enlightenment. It feels like you're so close, especially if this is sort of a spiritual thing. It feels like you're really, really close. Knight of Cups. I would say the next week, you definitely want to sort of be in that mode of understanding your emotions. Because as we're approaching this enlightenment, I'm not saying you're going to get it next week. I'm saying you're on this pathway. We have this clear pathway from A to B to C to D that just points to you headed towards the enlightenment that you are looking for, the spiritual essence that you are searching for. And the Knight of Cups says, make sort of sure that what we're doing is going to be conducive to that. In other words, the Hierophant, right? Talking about the spiritual, talking about the end game, talking about getting some stuff that really goes. This could be a variety of different things. It could be maybe a manifestations that you're sort of been working on that are actually going to come about. It could be the sort of a spiritual enlightenment, trying to talk with guides, trying to see things, trying to do things, maybe trying to develop some psychic abilities. It is really going to come to a head. But I really think the next week we're starting on this pathway that leads to something bigger, that leads to something sort of final, to where we can finally get where we need to be. I think next week starts that pathway, because that, I know obviously that's a longer path than a week, but I'm saying next week is when it really kicks in, when it really goes forward and gets it done. Anyway, so let's see what else is going on. We got GK. What does P currently feel about me? Hey, that rhymes. Tess, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Walk away or do a fight for H? Oh my, you may have to walk or fight. I don't know, fight or flight, maybe. I don't know if we're going to fight or flight. We're going to go with how does P feel about me? Let's save this. I want to save this for Tessa's read. What I'm going to say is Tessa's read needs this deck. is bottom line. Tessa's Read needs this deck. We're going to set it aside. In case you wonder why I never pull two, but I'm just feeling that Tessa's cards are in there. They're waiting in there, and they need to come out. They need to tell us what they want to tell us. So I think there is some communication in there. There are some things coming across there that are going to be pretty important. All right. In the meantime, though, Tessa's a couple of reads away. By the way, in case you wonder where the queue is, we are here. We are in GK. We got Emily, we got Tess, and then we got Toka Fan. Thank you for your generous donation. I appreciate that. All right. What does P currently feel about me? For this one, we're going to use the Modern Love. That's what I'm saying. With the Modern Love Tarot is going to be... Now, I zoomed this in a little bit. Let me know if it looks better. I zoomed it in so you can see like a bigger box. You know what I'm saying? Bigger box, bigger title. It feels like there's a lot of stuff going on there. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let's see. What does P currently feel towards me? Let's see what we can do. TG's feelings. All right, Toka. Toka, I appreciate that. I got your question in the queue. All right, P and you. Tower, Judgment, Hierophant, Knight of Wands. It's interesting we have three majors just right out of the box. Like right out of the box, we have three majors. You know what I'm saying? This is very interesting indeed. I think this is something where we have a bunch of majors right out of the box, and we have some opportunities here to see where we can go. What's going on with P is my question. What's going on with P? There's something deeper level in here. The reason I say this, you don't get three majors from GK. Let me tell you how I feel about majors in something reading like this. You don't just randomly get three majors in a row. This is something where P and you either have something substantial. You had something substantial. There's some distance. There's something going on. There's something thick in here. There's something beefy in here. This is not like a cursory glance of where, where we're kind of at. The Tower into Judgment. This is something that has collapsed, that has a rebirth and a reincarnation. What is up with that? Is what I'm saying. What is up with that? You got to tell us in chat. Why do you have a collapse of a tower and then a rebirth and a reincarnation? Something's going on. Something is going on. And then you got the Hierophant. It's like there is something here. There's something substantial here. I'm not leaning on this major thing all night. I'm just saying there's something beefy going on here. What can we do about it? How do they feel? It's pretty clear for me that the Judgment card says we need to have a rebirth and a reincarnation of this possibility. We need to get this done. We need to get this forthright in our heads, because the Hierophant says there are some more serious things that are affected by this than just us. It feels like something's going on. Something big is moving. The foundation is shaking here. And you have the Knight of Wands. The fiery aspect from this does talk about there are some things happening. There's some things that need to be addressed. There are some things that we need to chase. Bottom line. So how do they feel about you? We have some substantial issues right here. The substantial issues are the collapse and then the rebirth and reincarnation and the movement, the fire aspect there. I mean, we have some chasing that needs to happen. We have some chasing that is going to happen that is definitely focused on that particular matter and those particular cards. Anyway, all right. Let's see. We got Emily. Will I break up with my boyfriend in 2022? You may indeed. You may indeed, Emily. All right, Emily. If I'm going to break up with my boyfriend, by the way, I don't have a boyfriend, but if I had a boyfriend and I was going to break up with him, what would I get? Come on, Andrew, vote for it. Andrew, if I was going to break up with my boyfriend, Andrew, are we going for this one? Are we going? Maybe. The Little Buddha Tarot. The Little Buddha Tarot. Mona says Mona. Well, welcome, Mona. It's good to see you. What's going on? Always get that, or Modern Love funny. That's the way it goes. All right. Breaking up is hard to do. It is hard to do. Sometimes. All right. Let me talk to you now. Sometimes there are countless obstacles that are thrown up in your face. One obstacle after the next obstacle, and it feels like And it feels like that it's just insurmountable. It is something that just can't be conquered. It is something that just can't be done. And you're just going to pursue. You're going to pursue, you're going to persist, and you're going to make it happen. So that's the way it goes sometimes. King of Swords, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Weird read indeed. Now, I'm kind of curious, chat. What do you think? Like, this is not a tarot lesson. I'm just saying. What do you think? Right? This is a straight up yes or no question. Breaking up, getting this disconnection. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a 10 of swords. I'm looking for a 3 of swords. I'm looking for a 7 of swords. I'm looking for like a 10 of wands where it just becomes too dominant, too much to be carried. I just don't see any of that. Maybe a reverse 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. I don't see any of that. Reverse lovers, maybe a lover straight up, 2 of cups. I don't see any of that. So we just have this weird combo here with 3 court cards. So let's read through this. King of Swords, a totalitarian. This is somebody that needs it this way. They need it their way. They're not going to be able to negotiate. It's going to be difficult to do it. They need their way or the highway. Mina, thank you for your hanging out tonight. What's going on? It feels like this is somebody that needs their way or it's going to be finale. Now, is this something you're willing to put up with? That's what I'm saying, because I think there are some challenges here. 5 of Wands. You've had your challenges with this person, or you're going to have some more challenges with this person. 5 of Wands, it is the strife card. It's the Lord of Strife. This is something you're going to have to combat. You're going to have to do it. Now, like I'm saying before, when somebody puts so many obstacles in front of you and presents so many obstacles to you, that you just feel like giving up, but you're going to pursue because you really love this person. You've known them maybe like a year, right? You've known this person a year. They're going to throw all kind of obstacles in front of you, and you're confident that you're going to get through it. You're confident that you're going to persist, that you have enough feels, that you have enough dedication and enough patience to get through the speed bump in the relationship. That's where the Queen of Pentacles comes in. Queen of Pentacles says, I have the stability there. I have. Even if I've known this person for a year and now they're throwing all sorts of obstacles in my way, I've known them. I'm in love with them. I have the persistence to get through this. And that is so critical, especially with the Knight of Wands, because this is something you're going to have to bring in the fire. You're going to have to bring in the effort. You have to bring in you're going to have to hit yourself up for so much patience in order to get this done. But bottom line, I think that y'all are going to be stable in 2022. I think things are going to be okay in 2022. If you love them enough, okay, no matter how many obstacles they throw in front of you, it is something where you can stay. You tell them, hey, I love you. We're going to work through this and we are going to be a success, right? Because I have the patience, I have the tolerance, and maybe you have a new medication. And the medication is going to be where it is at. It's going to be where it is at. All right, Tessa's turns now. I just said a minute ago. What's my cat doing? My cat. All right. Okay. A lot of people want to see Salem. And there's Salem getting into something. Salem has found one of those little clips. One of those little clips. You see those clips that you put around the cord to keep it in shape? She found one of those. And now she's going to take a nap. Over there. So in case you wonder where Salem is, because a lot of people are asking, a lot of people are like, where's Salem? There's what she's doing. There's what's going on. Tosh, thank you for your donation. So Salem's over there, going to take a nap on my watercolor paper. So that's where it's at. That's where it's going at. Now, you remember I said, Tess, it's very important for me right now to get you the correct deck. And the correct deck for this is going to be the Tarot. One of those nights. Maybe I shouldn't have started that medication. I'm on day 4, but maybe Maybe I should have read the side effects. Side effects. It makes you say tarot. No, what did I say? Oracle. Or maybe it makes you say tarot. Yeah, it makes you say tarot. The side effects of my medication makes you say tarot. So, oh, Salem. If you're on my Instagram, by the way, if you're not on my Instagram, what are you doing? I mean, I have an Instagram right here. I post Salem pictures. I post good stuff all the time. And you're missing out. You are missing out, my friends. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, this is an important read. I'm telling you now. Should I walk away? Should I fight? Should I do the combat? And the Tarot Oracle deck, otherwise known as a Mystic Palette Custom Tarot deck, that I paid a lot of money for, and luckily it's not damaged to the new one that I got. We got to find out what's going on. Okay. Jesus. That is, Tosh, thank you for your other donation. This is clear as day. This is why I wanted to use this deck, because we're going to get one of those readings that you don't even have to try. You don't even have to do anything. The moon. This is something where time heals all wounds. Time heals these wounds. Time is going to heal this up, is going to make it better. It's going to remarkably improve it. Because the Seven of Coins is about planting the seeds for success and getting the success that is going to be the tree, that is going to be the fruit tree or the pentacle tree, where we have a lot of combinations. We have a lot of good stuff where it all eases up and it all makes it better. Tosh, I saw you. Thank you so much. But it is a matter of time heals all wounds. And this is worth pursuing. And then we have the Lovers, right? Again, this reads itself. We have the Lovers. This is worth pursuing. And you're going to end up in a tighter relationship. It is going to be a fight, but you're going to be there. So the Ace, it just says, hey, bottom line, put the fire on the line. Throw a fireball out there. And just let it go. Let the fireball of energy go. Because I think as you get this done, as you fight for this, you are going to win. The Lover says so. This is big. This is why I chose that deck. I think this was the deck for you. This was huge. Anyway, all right. Kitty, what's Kitty? Kitty's ripping up something over there. Kitty's destroying my watercolor paper, but that's okay. I got more watercolor paper. I got lots and lots of art supplies. In case you haven't noticed, I have lots of art supplies. Like, if I posted my art supplies on my Instagram, you'd be like, whoa, what are you doing? Why do you have that much? Okay, let me fess up to you now, right? I saw the inflation coming. I saw the inflation coming. And before the inflation hit, I went and bought a vast excess of art supplies and tarot decks. And that's kind of why I have so many right now. I bought a vast supply of art supplies and tarot decks. And now that I have my stash, all the prices for my stuff has doubled. Not even kidding. Like the cost of some of the canvases that I bought, which I bought about 100 something, the price has doubled. So I got in first, and I got in good. I got all the good stuff in there. So that's the way it should be. It really is the way that it should be. Anyway, all right. Now we're reading for the next one for Tokafan. Tokafan's got a question below. Let's find out what Tokafan needs. Tokafan, I'm going to have to copy it I'm going to have to copy and paste it apparently. Yep. Tokafan. Okay. TG's feeling. I almost thought it was T.O.'s feeling. I was like, that's funny. T.O.'s feeling. My feelings? I love you.
I love you.
Tokafan, you're a supporter of the show. I love you. So, that's my feelings. Let me say it now. Let me say it now. All right. We got TF. TF wants to know. We got a little bit. TG's feelings towards me. Will he take action? Thank you, and you're welcome. Okay, for this, Curious Travels. Curious Travels is the way to go. Joe, speaking of the way to go, Joe, welcome. It is so good to see you. How have you been, Joe? It is very good to see you indeed. All right. TG's feelings, will they take some action? Looking for some fire cards, looking for lovers, two of cups, some tens, something that happens with that. Oh my, that's nice. Anything that starts with cups, I like it. Solimar, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate that. You know, if you look at this, we'll look at the lovers too. Look at, okay, bottom line, if you're not liked and sub, you're going to miss all of the classes. You're going to miss the tarot creation teaser classes that I'm doing on the Patreon for the full version. You're going to miss all of the deck unboxings. I got like a new tarot deck a day. I mean, literally, I think I'm the only channel at this point that is like a new tarot deck a day. Like every day. Okay, I've already have like 15 4K flip throughs queued up. For the next 2 weeks, I have 4K flip throughs queued up. So I'm just saying, if you're not subscribed, you're going to miss a lot. We got news. We got everything on the channel. This is a place if you like tarot to be. And bottom line, this is how you like it. And I assume you like tarot because why the hell are you here? Why the hell are you here? Not. So fight for it indeed. Tess, very critical. The 6, the 4 of cups, the lovers, the 4. Now, Toka, what I'm saying now is this person is confusing. Okay, this person is confusing. Tess, it means get the fire underneath and fight. Get the fire underneath and fight. This is confusing. We got a little bit of sort of approaching and then complaining about something. Approaching and then not seeing everything that they want. It's almost like that TG is looking for the unicorn. You know what I'm saying? Something that they're going to have everything that they need, everything that they want. And the bottom line, the unicorn is not realistic. It just is not realistic. It is something that is sort of challenged indeed. You do have somebody that doesn't make up their mind, doesn't commit, and I think that they're going to be on that line where they're sort of in and out and in and out. No sexual thing intended. Lover says their intentions are good. We have some good feels, we have some good pursuit, we have some good things in there. The lover says we have the opportunity to get a lot of this done. Very good connection indeed. Will they take action? Not yet. Not yet is what I'm saying. Not yet. The 4, delay card. We got lovers. We got so much potential, but we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait and let that be realized. Now, why are we waiting, TF? I think we're waiting just because of this confusion, just because of things going back and forth and being a little bit like, well, I don't really know. Some days they're hot, some days they're cold. But the lover says, wait, it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth the wait. Get it done. Not a problem. Test, because I don't get what it is to throw a ball in fire. It's just that's just a saying. It was just a saying. Basically, bottom line, fight. There you go. So make it clear. Fight. There you go. All right. Go to the next read. Next read. All right. We got a couple of Tosh reads. Tosh is up here with the double shot. We got the subscription over here with Solimar. Thank you, Solimar. I appreciate that. We got Tess coming in. Tess coming in with another. Explain what time will heal and throw followed by or means. Basically, between the choices, it means fight. We can pull some more cards and get some more explanation. Hang on. We got the double Tosh read tonight. Let's see what Tosh is going in. Let's see how Tosh is doing it. we're gonna get, what the hell is this? Oh, we're gonna get the tarot at the end of the rainbow. The tarot at the end of the rainbow. David Corsi is here. David Corsi's getting it done. David Corsi is making these decks, pumping them out, and man, they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous indeed. It's David with an E, so it could be David or it could be David. I don't know. I say David. Potato, I say David. Anyway, all right. The five of swords, it says, is in truly a lost cause. Why do we say this? All right. Because, Tosh said that I was really hoping to keep in my life as a friend, but, only. Do you see them contacting me, or are they going to be a friend, or, is this something that is possible? Converting a relationship to a friend is difficult indeed, all right? Is difficult indeed. Tess, no. Okay. Apparently I should never use the fireball again. I should never use that analogy again. All right, we're coming back to Tess in a minute. Now, N has some issues. N has some issues. We try to convert to a friend. What's going on? Is N just give up at this point? Four of Swords, the choices that need to be, and the Five of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. I think yes. Okay. Well, all right. Now, this is my second question. First question up top. We're reading them backwards, apparently. We're reading them backwards. Below, truly, in truly is a loss. Okay, we can read the other one. Okay. Anyway, okay, a friend only. Do you see? If it's really open to keep in my life as a friend only, do you see him contacting me back? All right. Anyway, the first read is, yeah, this looks really difficult. The Lord of Defeat means this is going to be difficult indeed. Now, let's get the first read out. Let's get it examined. Let's look at it and see what kind of things we got going on. Because we do need to see if we can convert them to a friend. Are they a lost cause? The Lord of Defeat says this is going to be difficult indeed. It's going to be difficult indeed to, sort of get the lost cause action in here. Eight of Swords, it says converting this to a friend is going to be difficult. Now, there's two types of people, in my opinion. The first type is somebody who loves converting to friendship. A lot of people love that. They love converting to friendship, right? And they say, I have a lot of exes that are friends. I love converting to a friendship. I think it's good because you still have the resources. If you need each other, you're there. And, and that. Tess, you're going to get more cars. You're going to get more cars. It's okay, Tess. Anyway, but yeah, in the second, the basically, I like to convert to friends. The second one is the difficult one because they're going to be like, I don't really want to be friends because when I get a new lover, they're going to say, hey, who the hell is this friend over here you got? And I'm going to say, oh, this is somebody I used to screw. And they're going to say, well, why the hell are you talking to him? You need to cut that shit off immediately because I ain't putting up with that. Okay, and you have those many possibilities here. So can we convert this to a friend? I'm going to say overall you can. I think this is something that you can. But as per the previous reading, is it a lost cause? Is it a lost cause? This looks the Lord of Defeat is going to be difficult. Now, can we convert to friend? Yes. Bottom line, thumbs up. We got a little bit of the Emperor action in here. Emperor means we have the command. We have the ability to do that. And this is the friendship card. This is the connection card, right? Tosh, thank you for your other donation. This is the friendship, the connection card. It's going to be important. So yes, we can convert it to a friend. This is going to be something that is possible, but man, it's going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult to hold that. It is going to be difficult to hold it up. But yeah, you can, but I mean, physical connection by A's back. I reached out and respond. How's he feeling? Okay. Tosh, thanks for your other donation. Okay. All right. Time heals all wounds. All right. Basically, you're going to have to delay it. You're going to have to get it. You're going to have to be patient with it. What I'm saying is if you're patient with it, time will make things easier. Time will make things so you should fight, but time will make things easier because there's a good possibility that things sort of work out for the best. It's almost like we get a better connection in here. We get better choices to make it, right? This is something that is difficult to fight for. We saw that in the previous reading. It is difficult to hold on to that. It's difficult to carry this load and fight for this. It is difficult indeed. But the Tower says that the rebuilding process from this, the fighting is going to be productive. The fighting is going to get it done. Is it going to be difficult? Yes, but the fight is there. So the fireball talks about the energy, putting the fire underneath you, getting the incentive, getting the energy, not a literal fire, entertainment purposes only. I'm saying you need the energy underneath you to get this done, because if you don't have it, you're going to burn out, because there is some weight to carry you here. But fight is indeed it, because you have a success story right here. Get it done, get that out there, and that is going to be key for you to get. All right. Hopefully that explains things. I should not be using the apparently should not be using that analogy anymore. Tarot of the Oppositions? What do you think? Tarot of the Oppositions? I like it. Anyway, anybody have any other questions? Any other questions? We got Tosh with a question below. Tosh was in blocked me everywhere. And when I refused to start a physical connection with him behind A's back. Okay. You got a couple going there. You got a couple going there indeed. Christina with a K, welcome. How are you doing? And by the way, we're ending soon. Apparently, we're ending early tonight. Ending a little bit early tonight. We got Boo Boo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Oh, there we go. You're done Christmas shopping. Excelente. Excelente. Boo Boo, you came in just under the wire. You literally came just under the wire for the Christmas shopping. So that is going to be it. That is going to be cool. Anyway, all right. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's go. Let's go here. What are we pasting? There we go. Okay. All right. So sounds like N blocked you everywhere because N wanted a little hot action. N wanted a little bit of action on the side. N wanted a little bit of freebie action on the side. You know what I'm saying? And then you were like, no, because we got A. I got A going. And you're like, no. And you're like, he's like, okay, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you everywhere. I'm not putting up with this. I'm blocking you everywhere. Anyway, it's like you can't go over to somebody's house or something. Yeah. It feels like you can't go over to somebody's house. And then you're like, wait a minute, if I can't go over there, how's like Christmas going to work? Are you just going to bring the presents over? Just going to have like a private gift exchange? No. I don't know. There's a lot of BS you got to put up with some days. All right. What was the end of the question? End of the question. I reached out, no response to how he's feeling. He's feeling bad. We got the Lord of Defeat over here. He's feeling the after effects of this. He's really feeling it. The 5 swords, the Lord of Defeat. It feels like there are some after effects from this. There are some things that we need to deal with from this. There are some ramifications from this. They're not happy. They gave it a shot. They did with the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. They thought that you could do this. They thought you didn't have any restrictions, but you do. You do. And these are restrictions that you've made, right? Because you're that individual that's going to be, hey, if I'm going to be consistent, if I'm going to be true, if I'm going to be faithful, that's what I need to do, right? That's what I need to do. Anyway, but it feels like that they thought you were unrestricted, but reality was you are restricted. You have standards. You know what I'm saying? You understand that, hey, I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to be pursuing this. I'm going to want to give it a shot. I don't want to just, immediately go back behind somebody's back. I think that works out for the best. Page of Cups says you made the correct decision. You really did. You're making the decision based upon intuition, based upon what's true to you, and that's going to be critical and important at the end of the day. So I think you did well. I think you did very well indeed. Okay. I think it went nicely. Okay. You know what? Some days you just got to do that. By the way, we're ending soon, wrapping up the readings, getting out of here after an hour. Ooh, kind of nice. After an hour. Well, we're not going anywhere, so I'm not sure why I'm excited to leave. I don't know. Some days I think I should just stay and just chat. Just be like, what's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe everybody would leave. What I've noticed is, the minute the ending soon comes up, everybody leaves. Like it's immediate vacation. Everybody just vacates the area the minute ending soon comes up. So I guess people tune in for the tarot readings, me chatting, because I see some tarot channels. What do you think? I see some tarot channels where they just chat. They're just like, hey, let me chat. And then, they'll chat and they'll talk and stuff like that. So maybe that's a thing. With my newfound abundance of spare time, I may try that. I may try like just a casual stream. Just be like, hey, what's everybody up to, and just open it up in case anybody wants to join and discuss stuff and see what's going on in the tarot world. What are you excited about? What are you anxious about? You know what I'm saying? I think that's going to be maybe then indeed. You got everybody chocolate. I don't know. That's funny. Maybe I should get that. I don't know. Hopefully nobody's allergic to chocolate. Okay. Anyway. All right. Tosh, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. You should. Okay. Yeah. Maybe just a chat. Just a casual chat. Open it up. See what everybody's doing. How is everybody? Like, what is going on in your world over there? How is Christmas? Did you get everybody chocolate? Did you get everybody gift cards? You know, like what happened kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, let's get a little weekend read with the Thoth and see what is going on. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe. I did say Boo Boo's going to get knocked up. I did say Boo Boo's going to get pregnant. So, I mean, probably not right now. Probably not right now, but eventually. I mean, then, all right. Weekend read with the Thoth. This is something that there's some good options for fun that you shouldn't have this weekend. There is some good options for fun. There are some good things to chase because the princess is all about fun, chasing this, having fun, getting an adventurous spirit. But it seems we abandon that. It's almost like that we don't really want some of these options for fun. We are sick. We are pulled in. And this may be kind of indicating, hey, rest up. I mean, it really kind of indicates rest up, right? Because you're looking at this, all of this excitement, all of this energy around here. And it feels like that isn't manifested the way that you need to be. It's just not manifested the way that you need it to be. But basically, rest up. That's going to get you more ill. It's going to make you a little bit more down. So any sort of big adventures, I wouldn't take this weekend. I'd just relax and rest up. And you see this connecting with friends. Connect with some of the people you just ain't talked to in forever. Connect with some of these people that you just get good vibes, good energy, people that give you all of the good stuff. Just connect with those individuals, and that is going to be key because you want to refresh. You want to just get all of that energy back, get all of that excitement back, and friends really make that happen. Now, this is something where you want to avoid a lot of negativity too, right? Negativity is going to be your enemy this weekend. If there's any drama or anything like that, if you can skirt or skate away from that, that is going to be fantastic. But you definitely want to be cautious about the negative energy because Venus retrograde is a thing and negative energy could be coming up from that. Or you could just be banned from going over to your spouse's house or something like that. I don't know. It does have Venus retrograde does have some ramifications. I'm telling you now. Last one, Tosh. Yeah, I need to go look up. Okay, let's look up how long this damn Venus retrograde is going to be in there. I'm stuttering. I have an app on the iPad that is an ephemeris, which is going to show me when the Venus retrograde is done. I'm going to look at that after the stream. I don't have my iPad in the room, but I'm going to look that up because I'm glad when that damn thing goes away. Anyway, Tosh wants the last question. We're going to get the last question in, and then we are going to go eat a banana and take a shower. Okay, let's see. We got N feels and thoughts about me and A getting together. I did tell him that me and A are getting serious, and I can't give anything more than a friendship. Oh, man. That is, that's rough. When they want to hit it, when they want to hit it and quit it, that's no good. All right. What are infills and thoughts about me and A getting together? I mean, they wanted to hit it and quit it. You said no. You said, hey, we're going to give this a try. We're going to give this the old college try. You know what I mean? And see indeed. Yes, we'll wait. I can't wait for this thing to be gone because this is really hurting my love life. This Venus retrograde is putting a crimp in my love life. Okay. Let's see. I ran after N for 5 years. It's time. I mean, that may be time indeed. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands in the Page of Wheels. Okay, bottom line, this is getting them insecure. This is making them insecure, the Page of Wheels. They don't feel like there's a lot of security here. It's making them insecure. It's making them a little bit on the insecure side. That's what's going on. It ends on January 29th? My love life ain't going to survive until January 29th. I got to tell you that. 7 weeks? I almost want to end the stream right now. I'm kind of depressed. I think I need to double up on that medication. Anyway, it makes some instability. The Page of Wheels, it feels unstable. The reason, Tosh, is because the Knight of Wands, they want to do something. They want to take some action, the fiery aspect of that wands. They want to take some action, but they know that the Eight of Wands, this is something that is going to take a lot of just fruitless action, a lot of fruitless instability things that they're going to do. And it feels like that there's not a lot they can do about it. I mean, there's not a lot, right? They had their chance. But for 5 years they had their chance, and then maybe they cheated on you, or maybe they went behind your back and cheated on you after 5 years. Maybe they were engaged to you, but they never got married after 5 years. Maybe they just offloaded a bunch of work, a bunch of babysitting or something onto you, and they, you know what I'm saying? And then you had to go. You had to leave. You had to escape. But after 5 years, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, all right. And that is it from me. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic evening. We'll talk to you then.